Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
And we start here at noon with a breaking safety warning from Stellantis. The automaker and U.S. safety regulators say an exploding airbag inflator has killed another driver. It is the third death since November. Stellantis is reminding drivers of 274,000 older model Dodge and Chrysler cars to stop driving them until the faulty inflators are replaced. This impacts older Dodge Magnum wagons, Dodge Challengers, Chargers, and Chrysler 300 sedans. We're talking about older models. Since 2009, the exploding airbags have killed at least 33 people. All three of the most recent deaths were in states with warmer climates. We have complete information about what drivers need to know on the homepage of clickondetroit.com. And our other top story is what everybody is talking about. It's the weather, and the forewarned weather that we're preparing you for as a major winter storm is headed our way by the end of the week. As we take a live look at downtown Detroit right now, it's just typical December-looking weather. Cloudy skies, not a whole lot of sunshine from our Windsor sky cam, despite such a beautiful skyline, Paul. We do wish we could get more sun around here, but of course the big talk about right now is the travel weather for the holiday.
Yeah, that's going to get pretty rough. But first, let's get you out the door right now. And there aren't any real weather problems, except it's just cold out there. Metro has now just actually popped up to 30 degrees, but still lagging behind. 24 at Howell, 22 only at Pontiac, 27 at Adrian. The wind has settled down a bit in spots. 5 to 10 miles per hour is the average. A few spots are a little bit higher than that. So wind chills are generally in the teens to low 20s. And here you see we have a lot of cloud cover around. The models are still trying to suggest that we could get a few thin spots this afternoon. We'll see about that. But the bottom line is that it's going to be a quiet day. We're not going to have any rain or snow or anything that's going to cause a problem if you're doing that last-minute shopping. So just a lot of clouds. And again, don't be surprised if you do see a break or a thin spot. With temperatures getting up to around 30. Metro's at 30 right now. Some spots are going to maybe just park themselves in the upper 20s, some spots in the low 30s. That's kind of an average temperature. All right, for the end of the week, let me just give you some quick impacts. Wednesday and Thursday, the impacts actually look kind of low, but then Friday is going to be a high impact day, not only with rain changing to snow, but also with wind coming in. And then Saturday, snow squalls with bitter cold wind chills. All Christmas weekend, we're looking at wind chills that'll be below zero. I have one new computer model of all the ones we look at that has just come in. We'll show you that and talk more about the details coming up. But don't forget the Forewarned Weather app is something. If you're one of the few that doesn't have that app, it's the best weather app in the nation. You're going to need it later this week. It will help you. Real-time radar, futurecast, everything. Just go to the App Store, search under WDIV.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Now at noon, the man accused of making threats at a local temple is back in court. Hassan Shoker is in front of a judge right now for a preliminary hearing in Bloomfield Hills. Police say that he threatened preschoolers and their parents in front of the Temple Bethel in Bloomfield Township earlier this month. Today, in court, a parent who heard it all happened to tell a judge how terrified she was.
I mean, it's a Jewish preschool, it's a Jewish synagogue, so it was targeted to the Jewish people. So I feared for my life and my daughter's lives. I didn't know what was going to happen. I froze, and then as he started moving a little bit, I yelled for security.
Shoker is facing ethnic intimidation charges, and we will continue to monitor the hearing in court and have updates in later editions of Local 4 News. Right now, police are searching for the person who shot and killed a St. Clair Shores man on a busy freeway over the weekend. State police say that the driver was shot multiple times along I-94 between Moross and Cadue in Detroit. Priya Mann joins us now live with more on what we know about this investigation, exactly when and where it happened. Priya.
Rhonda, good afternoon. This is a very active investigation. Michigan State Police have been doing the rounds. I want to show you right now, off in the distance there on the exit ramp to Cashew Road, there is a police officer, a Michigan State trooper, who is investigating, looking for evidence after yet another freeway shooting.
Another one on I-94? Again, we just had one. And another one, another. When is the madness going to stop?
A father driving with his son along I-94 was shot at repeatedly. The 41-year-old man died in the driver's seat.
Honestly, I'm terrified.
I don't even get on the freeway because I'm terrified. I don't.
I'm thinking every day if I'm on it, something's going to happen.
The shooting happened around 10:30 Sunday night. The victim's son told police the pair were driving westbound on I-94 when someone opened fire between Cashew and Maras.
It's disheartening. It's crazy.
Well, I feel sorry for them. I always pray for them, because they lost. They would never get that back, It will always be an empty spot in their heart.
Detroit police were responding to a traffic crash on Cashew and Merlin Sunday night. They found the driver dead in the car with multiple gunshot wounds. The victim's son was not injured. Drivers who live in this area say freeway shootings have sadly become far too common.
I'm concerned, always concerned, because we never know when it can happen to any of us.
We got guns everywhere. Everybody's got a gun, 2 guns, and nobody's safe.
And at this hour, Michigan State Police are investigating. You can see a trooper there walking along the exit ramp of Cashew Road. Again, the shooting happening around 10:30 Sunday night. That victim, a 41-year-old man from St. Clair Shores. We'll continue to follow this investigation and bring you any updates as soon as we learn more. Reporting live on Detroit's East Side, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
So sad, Priya. Thank you. A Macomb County man is accused of assaulting and kidnapping a woman. The prosecutor's office saying that Jerry Thompson got into a fight with a woman at Motel 6 on Chicago Road in Warren. Police say that he then forced the woman into his car, forced her to ingest narcotics as he tried to escape police. Police say that he eventually crashed. He crashed in Detroit and was later arrested. He's facing kidnapping, fleeing, and assault and battery charges. And today we are hoping to learn more about a deadly police shooting in the Dearborn police station. Police say that a 33-year-old man walked into the police station lobby, pulled out a handgun and pointed that gun at an officer and attempted to fire the weapon. The Dearborn officer fired multiple rounds, hitting and killing the man. The lobby is still closed to the public while police investigate. In about 1 hour, the January 6th committee is holding its final public meeting, and we are expecting criminal referrals to come for some big names, including the former president. Bree Jackson is in Washington with more on what we can expect from today's hearing.
NBC News has learned that the January 6th committee will refer criminal charges for former President Donald Trump and several Republican members of Congress. NBC News has learned exclusively that the January 6th committee plans to issue at least 3 criminal referrals for former President Donald Trump today.
These are potential violations of law that we think that there's sufficient evidence to make that referral. That will be what we will be deciding today.
The referrals carry no legal weight, but they will ask that the Justice Department pursue charges, including obstructing an official proceeding, conspiracy to defraud the government, and inciting or assisting an insurrection.
DOJ's job is a little bit different. They'll have to determine whether there is admissible evidence in court that could prove any of these charges beyond a reasonable doubt.
Panel members revealed the committee also plans to refer 4 Republican members of Congress who defied congressional subpoenas. The committee finalized its plans during a closed-door meeting Sunday and will lay out details to the public this afternoon.
Stay tuned for the hearing.
Former President Trump blasted the committee on social media over the weekend, calling them, quote, thugs and scoundrels. The Trump campaign says they will have more to say after referrals are made public. On Wednesday, the January 6th committee plans to release a lengthy 8-chapter report detailing its findings. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson. Back to you.
All right, Bree, thank you. And we will carry the January 6th meeting today live right here on Local 4. So keep it right here. It begins at 1 o'clock. The city of Detroit is rolling out a new towing system today. The new system will be automated and includes 7 different towing companies. The city contracted the companies that will cover vehicles reported stolen and take them to the Detroit Police storage lot. If a vehicle was taken to a private lot, Detroit Police will pay the towing fee so that the person whose car was stolen does not have to assume that fee. If the vehicle owner recovers it from a city lot, DPD will waive all towing and storage fees. If you are one of the 3 million Michiganders driving anywhere for the holidays this week, gas prices keep falling down. In Metro Detroit, we are paying less than $3 a gallon on average. $2.99 is the average price right now. It's the lowest price since May of 2021. It's a drop of 11 cents from last week, 27 cents less than this time last year. AAA thinks that prices will continue to drop heading up to Christmas.